I would say actually with women that women always stand up for each other no matter where you are.
Wow.
So I think that is very. Now I think coming from a European country, especially a Nordic European country, I would say that when you go to markets here, I love markets, but it's that everyone always tries to like pull you in and want to sell something, and I'm not used to that. I'm used to going into a store and like the cashier says hi and then you just stand there and let you do your thing.
Yes.
So for me I get a bit stressed because I feel like I need to buy everything but I don't have the money.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm very well. What's your good name?
My name is Malu.
Oh, Malu. Quite a unique name. So where are you from, Malu?
I am from Sweden, but the name is not Swedish. It's a mix-up of Marie-Louise. So it's just getting more common in the north of Europe.
Oh, great. So for how long have you been in Nairobi?
I just arrived yesterday, so I would say 24 hours.
24 hours.
Yes.
And you love it?
Yes, I like it a lot.
Okay. So any places you have visited so far?
Like now I've just been walking around the city center, and yeah, I really liked this. It was a big church. It was such a nice light with was like different colors of glass.
Is it Holy Family Basilica or which church is that?
I think it was one of the bigger ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ah.
And it was nice. It was close to the government buildings.
Oh, okay. Any other place?
No, since I haven't been there for that long, I don't really know. But I also like there was this place where there were a lot of buses in different colors coming by, and it was the first thing I noticed yesterday when I arrived. The buses,
the matatu. They are called. We call them matatu here in Kenya.
Okay.
Yeah, matatu.
Yeah.
I would like you if you can try and see how they vibe. I'm sure you are going to love them.
Yeah, I think they're so beautiful. I just wanted to take so many photos because I've never seen buses like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
So is Kenya your first African country to visit?
No, I've been in South Africa and Rwanda, but they don't have that buses or those buses.
Nice. Anything you loved in South Africa?
Yeah,
Been there.
The people, of course, like everyone is so friendly, which is similar to here. But then also the nature, and that it's so different depending on where you are in the country, because it's like 7 different weather zones. So you can go from Kruger, but then you can go to Cape Town, and the mountains.
What about Rwanda?
Rwanda, yeah. In Rwanda, I was actually at an innovation lab, so I didn't experience that much of the country and the culture. But what I did experience was just everyone was very friendly, and I think that's a common theme for the African countries I've been in. Yeah.
Nice. So what was your first impression about Nairobi?
When I came here, it was rush hour, so I was thinking, damn, this is busy, because the Uber driver, he had to like stop the car, honk a horn, because there were like motorcycles and everything, just people walking into the road. I'm not used to that, so I was thinking, okay, this is hectic.
It's just because it was traffic hour. It's not usually like that, I can promise. Yeah. So did you have any culture shock
Coming here?
Yes.
No, not a culture shock, but of course it's like I told you off camera that it was a lot of like hooting or like woohoo, and that I'm not used to coming from north of Europe, where it's very people are more distant, I would say, and maybe not that they don't talk to strangers that often.
And maybe you don't have traffic there also, yeah?
We do have traffic, but it's not the same as here. It's more, I think we have bigger roads where I'm from.
Yeah.
And maybe not bigger, but than the places I was in today. And so it's a bit more organized with the traffic lights and so. So you always know I can go to this traffic light, and then I just wait for the green man to pop up and I can walk.
And you can walk.
Yeah.
So you have said for the 3 African countries you have been, that is South Africa, Kenya and Rwanda, you just love the vibe of the people. Huh?
Yeah.
Is there anything you didn't love about these African countries?
Now, I think coming from a European country, especially a Nordic European country, I would say that when you go to markets here, I love markets, but it's that everyone always tries to like pull you in and want to sell something, and I'm not used to that. I'm used to going into a store and like the cashier says hi and then they just stand there and let you do your thing.
Yes.
So for me, I get a bit stressed because I feel like I need to buy everything, but I don't have the money and I don't need to buy those things, but I feel guilty, and I think that is something I struggle a bit with, because of course I want to support, but you can't buy everything because then you couldn't have your suitcase with you home.
Sure.
Yeah.
Have you tried any Kenyan food so far for the past 24 hours?
Yes, I just had lunch. What was it called? I have a picture of it. Maybe you know what it's called.
Sure.
It was very good, but it was so much food, so I couldn't finish everything. This.
Ah, nice.
Yeah.
Let me show them.
Yeah.
You can just zoom it.
Yeah.
What's that, Kenyans? Leave a comment down below. For me, I think it's mukimo.
Yes, I think.
Yeah, it's mukimo and some rice and peas.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, it was very.
How was it?
No, it was very good. It was just a lot. But I don't eat red meat, so this was one of the options I could take in this place.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I liked it.
That's nice. Now for the remaining few hours, maybe you can try our Kenyan tea. It's usually yeah, we have Kenyan tea. It's usually very nice. Yeah. So when you go to the restaurant, maybe you can request them to serve Kenyan tea.
They will know.
Yeah, I hope you're not going to forget that. Huh?
Oh no.
Yeah. Anything Kenyans can learn from your country?
Oh, our country is very basic, I would say. Nah, nothing special.
Nice.
Maybe if you would go to our country, you could learn how to make a snowman out of snow. Yeah.
Great. Any similarity you have seen between either Kenya, South Africa, Rwanda, and your country?
And my country.
Yeah.
I would say actually with women that women always stand up for each other no matter where you are.
Wow.
So I think that is very strong, because as a woman, no matter which country, there will always be, especially nighttime, you will always feel a bit vulnerable. But usually other women pick up on that, and that is something that's similar for all the countries, that even if you don't know each other, you help each other, you pretend like you know each other,
Nice. Great. Are you planning to visit any places in Nairobi? And you can tell us, maybe you can share for how long are you planning to stay in Nairobi?
Yes, okay, so tomorrow I'm going to the Giraffe Center and Kenyan Bomas.
Wow.
But I'm planning to stay in Nairobi till Monday, but then I'm going to go to Kisumu and then also Mombasa. So 2 weeks, so I will be going, I was going to say home, but back to South Africa in 2 weeks. Yeah.
Great. You love South Africa. Do you live in South Africa for now?
For now, but only for 2 more months. But then I will definitely be back again. But with visa, you have to, you can't be there all the time.
What do you love most about being in South Africa?
I would say just the fact that you can get in the car and then for a few hours you can go to amazing nature. Like amazing different nature, and you can just, it's very diverse, very multicultural. So it feels like no matter what you look like, you don't stand out. And I like that people are very accepting of different type of people.
They are welcoming, in short. Tell me something people don't know about your country.
About my country,
it might be about the food. You have told us about the snowman. Apart from snowman, what else? Maybe the culture.
Yeah, no, but I would say that in my country, it's people do believe that we're generally, it's a cold country and that we're a cold people. And I know that can be the case if you first move to the country. It can be hard to get friends.
Yeah.
But once you are in a friend group, or once you start to talk to people, you actually get very deep and genuine bonds with those people. So I would say that we are a warm people, but it's just in our nature to be a bit more restrictive in the beginning. But if you make friends with someone from Sweden, then you will really have a friend for life, I would say.
So you can say that the people are not cold. You just have to get in touch with them, interact for some time, get to know them.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, and I can also tell you one thing, and now I'm promoting my summer job, that we have one of Europe's best roller coasters in Europe. Yeah. And I've been working with that roller coaster for a lot of years. So it's called Helix, and it's a green roller coaster made by Mack Rides. And yeah, it's fairly new. It's been around for 10 years, I think, and it's in Gothenburg, my city. So roller coaster enthusiasts can come and go on that ride. Yeah.
Great. I want you to paint a picture for us before you came to Africa. How did you think of Africa when you came? Was it the same Africa you see on TV? And would you recommend anyone from Sweden to visit Africa, for example, South Africa?
Yes, I would of course recommend people to come here and visit, especially South Africa, and probably Nairobi or Kenya now also. But I would say the difference is, because you saw different types of, how do you say, like, not the land or not culture, but you saw like the animals on TV, but then you also saw the city centers and those things. And I think that I thought that it would be more like maybe not that much city. I know it was cities, but coming to South Africa also, where there's a lot of city, I was a bit shocked that it felt so European in the city centers. I thought maybe it would be more nature. So that is
lots of more of national parks than city.
Exactly. And then I arrived in Pretoria, which is not a national park. It's very much a city. So I was like, what shit, this is like a lot of like Southern European countries. But then of course when I went out a bit to the national parks, I realized it was more what I thought. But I wasn't prepared that it would be so much a city vibe in some places.
So would you recommend anyone from Sweden to visit, at least for those 3 African countries you have visited, South Africa, Kenya and Rwanda?
Yeah, of course. Like now I've not been in Rwanda that long, but I know friends who has been there for longer and they love it. So I would say that I would recommend all 3 of them. And yeah, South Africa is great to start. Is a great country to start if you haven't been to Africa before. It's the furthest south, but it's so many different things you could do, and you can get some of the Western culture, but you also get more non-Western culture and mixed. Well. So it's a good, like if you're not used to maybe experiencing new cultures, then that's a very good way to start, because South Africa has a little bit of each, I would say.
Right. So what makes you smile or what makes you happy
in life?
In life.
I'm gonna do the classic answer and say cats.
Ooh, why cats?
Yeah, I love cats. It's just the best animal. I love big cats also. So, but then of course friends and family and those things. But cats in general, I just having cats, and now not having cats for a few months, I realized that my mental health is better when cats are around.
Wow.
But otherwise arts also. I love arts. Love to make art, to look at art, experience it. And that is also very nice here in Africa. It's a lot of culture and art.
Correct.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your time, and I hope you're going to enjoy Kenya for those remaining days you have here. And safe flight.
Thank you.
Back to South Africa.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you. Give the video a big thumbs up, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and share to your friends. Thank you so much.